Here is a short wellness snack from a recent Well Wave Now conversation. One insight you can apply to your health.
For our listeners, Heather, let's talk about what someone can do, what they can start with today to help support both their mouth and gut.
I would suggest eating fermented foods, drinking fermented drinks. I mean, there's kimchi, there's kombucha, so many different fermented things out there. So fermentation is fantastic for the gut health and the mouth health for sure. Avoiding sugary snacks. Sugar feeds those bad bugs. Tongue scraping, very important. For people that have either the GERD or the silent reflux, maybe sleeping a little bit propped up and having smaller meals to help with the reflux coming back up. So those are just some simple things that people can do. Diet is key, right? But I would just recommend, eating healthy, having the fermented foods, and staying hydrated.
Many people may be thinking you're doing a good thing with your mouthwashes and your rinses that you may be doing, but so many of those alcohol-based, you brought this up in one of our previous episodes, or even the antibacterial mouthwashes are actually doing more harm than good. Explain that.
Well, people think that throwing a nuclear bomb inside your mouth is the answer, like destroy everything, but that is not the answer. You don't want to do those alcohol rinses. Your mouth is the most vascular part of your whole body. So whatever you stick into your mouth is going to get into your bloodstream. So you can do things like coconut oil pulling, right? Xylitol. Xylitol is also fantastic because it raises the pH of your saliva and helps ward off those bad bugs. So just something simple like, coconut oil pulling for 10 to 15 minutes is super helpful.
There's not a reset, like a one-time just nuclear bomb everything and then reset?
I would not recommend nuclear bombing, no.
Okay. All right.
So eating dinner time, if people are sleeping in normal times between 9 and midnight, whatever, would eating earlier and eating a smaller meal help with the GERD, the gastroesophageal reflux, and the silent reflux you're talking about?
Yes. And also aloe. Aloe is such a great healing plant. I personally like the George's brand. That has helped my family a lot. We had one of my twin daughters had a lot of digestive issues. So the George's aloe was a real lifesaver for us in our family. So yes, aloe, smaller meals, staying propped up while you sleep. Those are all things that you can do to prevent that. But don't ignore, if you have a burning tongue, don't ignore that. There's a deeper issue going on.
So just to recap for our listeners then, to feed the good bacteria in your mouth, it's not sugar that's feeding the bad, but it would be the proper hydration, it's the fermented foods, and it could, choose wisely with your oral care that it's not something that's alcohol-based. I appreciate that.
Okay. So now, Heather, when you take those steps you outlined there, what are some early indications? Well, how long do you think it takes to change the oral microbiome? And what are some early signs that people say, hey, I'm on the right track, or I got to take additional steps?
I think within a few days, people will notice less fuzz on their teeth, maybe fresher breath, maybe even more energy. So once you start reducing inflammation in the body, generally people start to feel better overall. So I would just say it could vary. For some people, it might take longer. Depends on the severity as well when it comes to inflammation.
This resonates. The full conversation is available on the Wellness Wave Club YouTube channel.